everybody. I'm your host, Ashley from Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood, and today I'm here with Cholena Horne. Say hello.
Hello, nice to see you all.
If you guys haven't seen her on the Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood channel, we did do some commentary on some Medusa matches. If you want to check her out, she's there. She did awesome. She whooped butt. That involves blood and punches. Okay, not punches, but like face palms.
Couple slaps here and there.
And it's very exciting to watch. She also just did main character Jiu-Jitsu, and she did the 145-pound bracket. How was that for you?
That was a lot of fun, honestly. I came here to get hopefully as many matches as I can, and I'm competing at the main character Jiu-Jitsu event tomorrow again at 140 pounds, so you can...
At 5 pounds less?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then how did you won your bracket?
I won my bracket today, yeah.
She won her bracket, guys. She did awesome. And just so for the people who don't know you too well, because I'm also still getting to know you.
Absolutely.
Just give them a little background about yourself, like how long you've been training, your rank. I know she trains out of West Coast BJJ.
Yeah.
And I saw you do a little bit of wrestling too. So just give us a little background of like how you train and where you train and how long you've been training.
Totally. Okay. So for Jiu-Jitsu, I've been training for about 6 years or so. And I originally started with wrestling. And that was back in high school. I got into that. I was super shy at the time, and I think it just helped me to get out of my shell. And I could get out there and I could compete. I didn't have to talk too much, and I could just be in my own head, and my skills and my hard work would kind of show for itself at times.
Yeah, you didn't have to like hype anybody to your game. Like, I'm awesome. What do you mean? Come watch me.
Yeah, and then win or lose, right? It's building character, and that's all what it's about. And then, yeah, so after that, I did a little bit in university wrestling, and then I stopped. I moved from Edmonton, Alberta in Canada to Victoria, BC. And I was bored. I was used to being super active, and then I discovered this jiu-jitsu thing, and I just fell in love. It was so amazing.
Really?
And the community too. I think that's like what really stuck me to it.
How did you even get introduced to jiu-jitsu?
I dropped in at this MMA gym.
Oh, look at you! By yourself?
By myself, yeah. I was new in town, so I didn't know too many people yet. And I stayed for the class, and then I actually arrived for an open mat, and I didn't know it was an open mat, so I was like, oh, what do I do? And luckily...
That's rough, because actually, yeah, we did have somebody come into our open mat, and that was like the first time they had ever been on the mats.
Yeah.
And then he's just there, like, getting, like, thrown around.
Yeah, this was me. I was like, what do I do?
Well, he was laughing the whole time also. You were a little like,
yeah.
What's happening? That's funny. Okay, cool. And then you said 6 years, and you've been at the same gym, I guess, at West Coast for those 6 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And then what made you want to do main character jiu-jitsu?
I had actually seen, if you've seen Maggie on this competition circuit, she was competing today. I noticed that because she's from BC as well, I saw her do the card before, and then so I was kind of following it, and I was like, this is fun. Like,
Maggie?
Yeah, Maggie Mag.
Oh.
Because you get to like wear costumes and things and whatever else. So, and more competition. It's always fun. Yeah, so kind of looking forward to it.
Do you live in Canada?
I do, yes. I live in Canada.
But that Medusa thing was also in the States, right?
It was. I got an invite for that, so that was nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been flying out here all the time. Might as well just move over here.
That would be good. It does get expensive flying, as you know.
Have you trained with Brianna St. Marie?
Oh, that's on my bucket list. So I just missed her.
She did another seminar, the Beach Babe one.
There's a seminar, and I just couldn't swing it. You know, I had to save my funds to come here.
Same.
So
same. I also
you gotta pick and choose.
I almost went also, but it was just a little too pricey, and I had just gone to Vegas for the trials to interview people.
Have you trained with her?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't roll with her, but I got instruction from her. I didn't get the chance to roll with her. There's too many girls, honestly.
Fair enough.
But
if she's watching this, I would like to roll with her.
Oh. I mean, I could tag her and be like, hey, this badass lady right here, she wants to meet you.
Let's roll.
Fellow Canadian.
Yeah.
Fellow Canadian. Okay, cool. And then, so as a competitor, like, what are your goals exactly?
Okay, so I feel like I have a lot of goals. So I had my first international jiu-jitsu tournament last December, one of IBJJF.
Oh, okay.
World. So I ended up placing third there.
World.
So
that was your first one?
That was my first IBJJF
cool.
legit tournament.
Did you like
so
it?
I had a lot of fun. I think I had like 6 matches or something. Yeah.
There's a point system. That's why I asked. I'm like, it's a little different than like this with the sub only. And
yeah, the point, I prefer sub only. I gotta be honest. It feels more genuine, but
right, like more realistic jiu-jitsu, right? Instead of having to like, oh, I just want these points, and I might not sub you. I might, but I might not.
Yeah, or sometimes like, oh, whoops, I kind of touched my butt to the mat. Oh, shoot, they scored 2 points, you know? Like, you got to think about that.
We did have fun. That's awesome. We're going to do it again?
Yeah, so that's, I got sidetracked. So that's one of my goals, is to hopefully win IBJJF Worlds Nogi. Hopefully this year. I'm imagining, I'm still purple belt, so I'm hoping to have a shot at purple belt, maybe get the title there. And then I'd really like to compete at some of these ADCC tournaments.
You haven't done any?
I haven't done them yet.
Oh my God, I'm so surprised. I could have sworn you at least did one or so. Like.
No, so the last one, we had one in Vancouver, and I just had surgery on my arm. So I unfortunately couldn't like partake in that, but the next one that's close to us, like I'd like to jump in there, and then I'd like to go to the trials next year.
Okay.
So, or next time. Yeah.
Right, when they like redo it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dang, what was I gonna say? Was it about the? Oh yeah, I just assumed you had done it before, like the ADCC, because I guess I don't know. You just came in so like aggressive and like super good. I was just like, yeah, for sure she's done ADCC. Like, look at this jiu-jitsu. How has she not done it? So that's actually pretty shocking. Yeah.
I love to compete and I love to wrestle, so I'm actually really excited for the ADCC rule set. I've done the rule set before, but just not the actual tournaments.
I see, like practicing, I guess. Or
like
smaller tournaments, maybe.
Yeah,
do it.
Washington Submission Series.
Yeah. Okay.
I did that one. Yeah, and that's a good tournament too. That was pretty fun.
Awesome. Okay, so I know you said that Brianna St. Marie's on your bucket list to like train with.
To train with, yeah.
I don't know if she's your number one, but that was actually one of my questions. Like, if you could roll with anyone and train with them, like, who would it be?
Oh man. Oh, that's like a really, really good question. I need to think on that like a little bit more.
You want to follow, like, you want to circle back to that one? I got other questions.
Yeah, for sure. Because I always think like I watch a lot of like Fionn Davies because I really like her style.
Yeah.
So I think that would be an obvious choice for like a lot of women here.
Yeah, I think she was on my list too, and I was like, let me answer these questions myself. But like, who would I pick?
I tried to DM her to see if she wanted to do like a seminar in Vancouver Island because we have a women's jiu-jitsu like traveling open mat, and I was like, I wonder if she would do a seminar one time, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. I do traveling open mats for women.
So
just
cool.
In Florida only because travel is expensive.
Well, if I'm in Florida, I'd like to.
Oh my God, yes, yeah. We do like the Broward County, Miami-Dade County area. So if you're ever there, just hit me up, and I'll be like, I'll make an open mat.
Yes, that'd be so fun.
That would be super fun. Okay, so we'll circle back to who you would want to train with besides Fionn and Brianna, if you can come up with another answer.
Okay.
I think Dern would be fun too, even though she's like older, like, you know, more classic jiu-jitsu. I think she would be really fun to train with also. What do you think?
That I would love to roll with Mackenzie Dern. Yeah.
Super cool. Okay. So this might be a little thinker too. What's your most memorable victory and like what made it so unforgettable?
Most memorable victory. Ooh, for jiu-jitsu.
Giant celebration. You're like, oh my God, didn't think that was gonna happen.
You know what? Even though I didn't win on Medusa, I made it into the semifinals.
You did so good.
And that was actually quite a big deal for me. First off, to be on that show, and I won like 2 of the matches there.
And you didn't win the whole event, but you did have victories.
So those victories, like I felt extremely proud of myself for that.
What made it unforgettable? Was it because that was like your first combat? Was that your first combat?
Yes, that was my first like combat jiu-jitsu match, and it was in Hollywood, and it was on Eddie Bravo's show. So I was like, this is
hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did it. I think you did blood in one of your matches, no?
Yeah, I got whacked in the nose, and so my nose was bleeding a little bit. And then I guess if I can speak to wrestling, I won Can West one time, so Western Canada. That was like a big tournament for me. That was a big deal, so I felt really good.
Made it unforgettable? Did you like hit some awesome move or something?
No, you know what? I feel like it's when the grit just it like serves you well, and you end up getting through the match. It is gritty, maybe not the most technical, but it like those grimy matches where you have to work really, really hard.
Oh, and then that endorphin release that you get when you like finally like I did it.
Yeah,
I got through that.
For me, those are some like the most memorable matches.
That's true. Yeah, those really tough ones that you have to like really like put 120%, and then you end up getting that W.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay, here's a fun question. What's the silliest place you've done jiu-jitsu? Like, even if it's just playing around, even if it's just like playing around like a pool or like, I don't know, a hotel bed. I don't know, like what's the silliest place that you've done? Because jiu-jitsu people, we tend to like just do jiu-jitsu wherever we are.
We do. Yeah.
So what can you think of a silly place?
I'm thinking of, okay, so I was rolling with my sister who doesn't actually do jiu-jitsu, but she does wrestling. And we were in Mexico. My brother was about to get married, and it was like on the floor of our hotel room. So I guess you guessed it right there. But
be a common place.
And I also have to say, like, on the plane with my partner, we were hand fighting.
That's funny. Yeah, just let's practice hand fighting. Yeah, we could do this in chairs.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that counts.
Awesome. Okay. So let me see. Did I ask all my questions? Okay, let me see. I think that's most of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you weren't doing jiu-jitsu or wrestling, what activity do you think you would be doing? I think I'd be doing maybe like dance or like, I don't know, yoga or something. I don't know, because I like those things too. I used to be in dance, like get to move the body.
I could see you being really, really good at that. I'd love to see you dance.
I'm very free-spirited dancing, very hippie dancing. I don't got no choreography.
No, you just listen to your soul. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, just that. Yeah. A lot of that. That's literally my dancing.
Okay, I'm thinking. So another sport that I really, really love and I could see myself continuing to do is like softball, actually.
Oh, really? I did softball too.
You did?
When did you do it? How old were you?
I did it growing up, so it was like a big thing for my family. It was baseball.
Okay.
So I grew up, I was like the kid on the field, like while my brother was playing ball, and then my dad coached like my teams, all my siblings' teams actually. And I think what was really valuable about that, which translates to jiu-jitsu, that you might not think about all the time, is when you're up to bat or you're about to throw a pitch or whatever, it's just you and that task, that job that you have to do. So similar to getting out on the mat, right? It's just you and your opponent. So the weight is on your shoulders. So yeah, so you have to practice that mindset. And I would always feel that going up to bat, right? I'm like, okay, me and the pitcher. Let's get this done.
I think maybe I'd have been too young. I think I was like 8 years old, so I don't think I had that mentality to even process what was going on. Like, I just gotta hit the ball really hard.
So funny.
Yeah, so you were a little older, so you were a little more like aware of what was going on, I guess.
Took it pretty seriously. I was like, yeah, gotta hit this ball.
And then who would you say was your biggest inspiration for jiu-jitsu?
My biggest inspiration, my partner John Coots, because he's a black belt. He's also competing on the main card tomorrow, and he inspires me like literally every day. And I think it's so fun that we both do jiu-jitsu. So yeah.
Cute. All right, last question. Yeah. What is a fun fact about you, or anything just interesting? Really, doesn't have to be fun and silly. Just interesting.
Okay. So I just finished my elementary and middle school teaching degree.
Nice.
So
I saw your graduation photo.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder what she like what grade it was. I couldn't figure it out.
So I was working with kindergarten, and I absolutely love kindergarten.
You love kindergarten? Yeah. You like children?
I do. Yeah. It's an extreme sport as well. Teaching kindergarten.
Teaching. Oh my God. Bro, that's crazy. So so she just graduated. That's cool. So you're a full-time educator. You're still out here putting up these good fights. Like, I'm a pharmacist.
You're a pharmacist.
I'm a pharmacist. Cool. Yeah. So I, to find the energy, helping people. Yes. Giving people their drugs. Yes. So it's like, it's hard to find time to, put in all the work and the training. Like, what do you recommend for that? Now that I know that you're also like a full-time career woman.
Yeah.
How do you find the time to train so hard?
You have to be determined and deliberate with it, and just have it be a habit. So
discipline.
Yeah. So you're going to be tired from your day of working, right?
Yeah.
Have a banana in your car, whatever, and you got to get out there and train. And I think another part of that really helps is having people that you like on the mats there that you want to go and see.
Yeah, you're like your biffles.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's really helpful for getting out there, but it is discipline. Yeah, and knowing that your head is probably going to feel nicer, your rest is going to be better after you've trained.
Right, think about the post effect, the post benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Is there anything you'd like to say to your current and future fans?
It's great talking with you, and hello, future fans. That would be really sweet, actually.
So Cholena Horne, you want to give them your Instagram where they can follow you and watch your journey?
I would love to. My Instagram is Cholena H. Cholena.h.
And I'll tag her in the video too.
Okay, good, because it's actually really hard to spell, but...
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. You're the sweetest.
Oh, I really appreciate it.
You were super sweet. I mean, you look sweet, but you were like more sweet than I imagined.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed our conversation with Cholena Horne. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you.